Hey guys, Michael Valentino from Crusader Caravans in Campbellfield, Victoria, and today we get to show you how to use, how to utilize, how to get the most out of your Reflex hot water service. So the Reflex unit is an instantaneous gas-only hot water service, which means you have hot water on demand via a gas jet. Essentially, water flows through a little chambery thingamajiggy, and then heat, very full, very big, very impactful, hits the water at a rapid rate, heats it up, delivers it to the tap. Pretty straightforward. How to use it? Great you ask. Come here, Sally. Have a look at this thing. So, we have our little white Reflex control panel. So through the years, there's been different instantaneous gas hot waters. This is the one that is standard within the Excalibur MY25s and an optional extra if and when you guys decide you want to put it into your brand new Crusader Caravan. So, when you see your unit, it's going to be in standby mode, nothing on the display. It's going to be have a little red light there for power, and then we hit on. We have downy, downy, uppy, uppy, like so. We have P for priority. Priority is the instance of if you had multiple hot waters or you needed to be able to prioritize a certain area, certain unit, you would say, hey, I need you to prioritize this particular one. But don't touch it, don't use it, don't worry, absolutely fine, just leave them alone. So, pick your temperature. We're going to go 50 because it is freezing here in the land of Melbourne. And of course, obviously, you can restrict it. So when would you want to temperature restrict it? Well, if you were up north, for instance, you know, in some of the really warmer climate, you could pull the temperature back to like a 40 because the ambient temperature outside is obviously going to affect the unit's ability to heat. So if the water in the water tank starts off at -5 and it has to bring it up to, say, you know, 45, 50, it's going to take a lot longer. It might cycle through the unit too quickly. Or if it's like 38 degrees, 42 degrees, 50 degrees Mount Newman, you want to be able to slow the flow. So different ways to slow the flow, which we'll walk you through shortly. But ideally, you can pull the temperature back as well. These units here have been absolutely bulletproof for us, and we are really, really happy with them. A little bit mixed opinion about instantaneous hot water through the caravan industry. These things are really absolutely kicking butt in our opinion. Our techs love them, customers love them, and they either work or they don't. It's pretty straightforward, and the actual serviceability on them is incredibly minimal. So what we're going to do, we're going to quickly swing you around. I'm going to show you the tap. So how to use a tap on a hot water service. Pretty straightforward, just like at home. Flick mixers everywhere, pretty easy to use. So you just turn him on. When you are turning him on, that's already a bit warm, but when we turn him on, we're running on pump at the moment, so it's going to run through the unit and the flame gas jet is going to activate and start firing. When it fires, a little blue light on the burning section here will turn on and it will be running hot water to the tap. So pretty straightforward. That's hot. That's something I would shower in. More than happy to. That's a different video for a different time, but we pop it back. So you can mix cold water into that hot, obviously, through a mixer tap. Pretty straightforward. When we were discussing ambient temperature, so I noticed with some brands of hot water service, when it is incredibly cool, you know, -5s, -3s, Tassie, it's, you know, freezing. So if you need to pull back the flow in order to be able to get more hot water, it's a very easy process. So we're going to show you that in a second. But to sort of make sense of it, essentially, it's running water through and high impact flame, running water through, right? And then out to the hot water desired point. What we want to do is, because it's just going through the unit too quickly for the flame jet to actually heat it up to the desired temperature, because it's starting off at such a cold temperature. So what we do is we actually restrict the cold water flow into the unit via a little valve that we give you control over on the actual hot water unit. It's not something you have to play with all the time. It's just, if you're in drastic temperature change, that's going to be the really large determining factor. And that can be said for really all hot water services to get heaps of time out of them. This instantaneous is endless, you know, providing you don't lose gas and you don't end with the gas, you don't end with the water, you're pretty well right. So, you know, equivocally, all we're going to do is we're just going to pull, you know, it saves you having to do this the whole time and have to try and, you know, manage the actual pressure coming out of the tap. There's an easier way to do it, which is located on your hot water service. So go ahead, find the hot water service. Pretty easy. You'd be surprised. A few people are like, oh, where do I actually look for it? All you got to do is jump on the outside of the van, see where the hot water service is, big black frame box normally, and just marry that up with the inside. You'd be surprised. It's a piece of advice, but we do get the question from time to time. So identify where it is, and then we'll tell you how to identify the blue valve and just play with it a little bit. Meet you there. So because we're in Excalibur prints, the hot water service is underneath the L-shaped lounge, so we just pull the upholstery up. Look for our little LUT, lift up utility tray for those at home. We move out of the way, and we have a hot water service. Very easy unit. We have a gas line here, we have our blue water hose, and we have our white water hose for obviously hot water. And there's a little blue valve just here that you can see. So these are very similar to what's on your pump. So you turn it full horizontal, and that's going to cut the pipe in half. So right now, no water into the unit. But what you can do is, rather than have it full ball open, is you just tweak it a little bit. And typically this works fantastic for, you know, when you've got two people inside the van, and ideally when one of them's not holding a camera. And what you can do is, you would turn the valve as the tap's running, and you can monitor the pressure. So obviously this is going to lose pressure. But what you're going to do is you're going to pick up temperature improvement because the water has a little bit longer to go through the actual unit. Most hot water services, some at least, have built-in flow rates. Some of them don't give you any indication of flow rate. Some do give an indication of flow rate, but it's like a dribble. So these are fantastic. They're not something you're going to have to do. As far as serviceability, adjusting that little blue valve is going to be something that you may have to do in certain climates. Too hot, too cold, you name it. So just little things like that, but it's something that we show you during the handover process to really improve your time with the unit and understanding of the unit as well. We hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial video of our Reflex hot water service units, and should you put one inside your new Crusader, yeah, I'd probably give it a tick. I actually really like these units. I think they're fantastic. Serviceability, management, and expectation. Long showers for a very long time. Who's going to argue? Certainly not me, certainly not you. And if you have any questions, queries, or concerns, give us a call, 03 9359 2938, Melbourne customers, of course, or head to the website, www.crusadercaravansmelbourne.com.au. Alternatively, if you'd like to subscribe for this little YouTube channel, pop the subscribe button down below, and we'll see you in our next handover tutorial video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Farewell.
Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to check out more from Crusader Caravans Melbourne. We have plenty of tutorial videos, product highlights, and walkthrough videos for your next new Crusader Caravan. Thanks so much. Hit subscribe, push the notification bell so you stay up to date with all of our latest content. Thanks so much, and happy caravanning.